Absia for yesa mo akwa babio Emra UTV so ebra so se de enkomo no ebe hyehyɛ so ne ahwɛ direction a obesie Ghana man no airport se free se ye sha se ye galamse hu ntokoye a ye fight se ekoye se nkoye ni nyina se ye hu ehu moye ne hu se de o man no airport san se de yensuo na enya ase yi o ye beka ne nyina ho asem ne other issues a ebia ne se graphic front page pa wa hwɛ enkran kumase nkro no akasie mu mpo na kane adum yama free nen nansa besi ene wate bone akese nkofo kunkum empenifo headmaster so jeni chese kane ani hode a ene saa na bekoso ukọ Europe aman bebre o mako mani France ne ade a kofo di drones kra fight crime drones ena omode ye na Ghana de chese ena na na poto yima ajo eboje kasa o fly plane kra na obedu Ghana na nkran na tum say Ghana pa de 64 years enie o ya ka ekire na ansa na yebekọ san komo no so na me mpanifo ni nyina bo nkomo na ma kire wo mu mpanifo akese a na wo ma betena studio mbebo ayen na yabo enkomo no yemfa nchia eni chi kwansem emienua be ma na ya elikplim osan abebio Nessa International School behind special eyes ho na oko school o papa Mr. NS osan amon wo Ministry of Interior osenya kopon shaw na beye kese echen wo mu nyina sanso na happy birthday ensem so and belated yedema lawyer Irene HRH sewa HRH obi ani no Irene yakopon emma nkwatente no ma afi enye afia woni beje na woni so de hu nyina so ebebem sanso na happy birthday nkoma Mate Agbulo wo Cosmos International School wedi enfie enso enne o papa no ma me nyina wo La Paz New Market o mse yakopon ehia wo no ma me yakora wani da ho ya wo kina wo betimi de wo mse so mbo akasa wo mo ene wo ba ewiase happy birthday so nkoma Obed Nico Jani executive director ma CEOs magazine yakopon sharp papa we wankasa unua Racer Ebu wo New Times Corporation eno say yemfa enhia na etim kwansem kese say emma so de ba yakopon ebe show so no ama wo anyini free adum akọ adum na meka obi so atare Ellis Ventures wo tema committee 1 a wo moton cosmetics center awe ne ade wo madama ene wo de ebaye enti committee 1 babale honoma na so hwe Mrs. Adesendankwa na wafre no na chese bibia ohia obema delivery kra no e de abroad number 0274 7407297 0277407297 we gi so de Nina Miska e wo East Legon kwa foforo no a udu honoma ka so hwe lawyer Michelle lawyer ni a premier ni a osan ye weeks ni ade council weeks no cry American weeks enye better cry na dama eno de week fefefe e de ahyem ye hwe Ghana ho nsem because hu hia se bebi e bedu no ye betimi ahwe Ghana no ne nkọ anim ne nkoso e de ye anase ya yira kwan kra na ne mpanifo akese no mbeboa ya me yetumi ede nkomo yi ye de amamo honorable Daniel Nico Ateta titles global ye kane mrahye bedwani e wo tema East abaton pesa no so sanso na onua be ma ya wasani tani ye national organizer Emma LPG tano ne omanchuro ni yewa etore bia ya so pressure no fa journalist na jese producers so mo na o ahomache so yenti yera ya wasani tano ya dase ye national organizer ma LPG amnyoku no yera kofia palo amnyoku no honorable Ebenezer Telabi ye mrahye bedwani ma omanfo a wo lower manya krobo abato mpesua no so a ogina na so ma sa konso esini se obeye campaign per ruru ma na mkokoto ho no me court reporter no ye konso ese edwedie very improvement assess watch say omo big town wo mu didi dwa akese wo pa ne na abebon kran mu ntufrite makra akọ no ma enche ne wa wedru mpedi for mama mu nyina akọ aba good morning so good morning na ye share issues bebre for instance galamse ho asesi ma akọ yesun na ya che mrantie bi kra ye do omo kokoto omo kra bobo nkofo bi din wo presidency so omo hwa omo ka ho ena we nyina ebeba na wo de ka ni nyina in the bigger context of galamsey fight here start here be sine ye ntumi nye ya de we san from Professor Mills President Mahama na na do first time na ankoye ese kra de age go wan yesuo nyina kra say ya na no na Ghana waterfall obo ema warning say nka 7 years na suo no be say eno aye the videos beto ho no ma say ya nsuo na Adane Brown enti 7 years no kra de say Ghana waterfall ye adifo a nka wo mkra de adi no kra bantem ansa na aba bedru anti aman this for bebe ka say aban so fight azan e na oye honorable me sha say fru so ye be dey to me akele sa galamsey we na minim say ndc ne people munyina mu gitum say enye ne kwan so say ye nsase ne ye kwaye ne ade ene yensu ye be dey to me solve problem no especially say ankofo body say presidency kofo ho masoma o makogu kwaye mu
yo ana fia me das ana pa ye din chia kese pa fritama wo peso aso achia wo
say ho mo no so ba plejo
na atwam
na am confused
but because of COVID-19
okay
na sana nyama so call me ngidi say omo nso e be say di publicly but in fear dey was a normal popo eduane ye ne ade ne de ye be ye indoors but ye nya bibia public that is what I think because COVID is still running na ansa na metaka subject awudi abe and na me go former place just so some and I saw me be to ye ni so e fa
galamsey ya na
disable papa bia ne sabako ewu awanya asase bia waji wodansoma ho baabi one o
se ko bubu ne dan no
Christ Apostolic Church na de ade mesre asori no say they should come out and speak because we share papa no bere o se o to asase no ndan a wosisi de esi so na yesi apolisifoɔ a edi won na menim say who could be obudan a it should be strict under court orders na answer na yeba be budan no kwa no afia yeba be posti event say notices say vacate with this court order on this date who free ho a yeba be bunu what you say na me share ade no live on Facebook papa ne yemi hihye and fa si abi baso so na okasa no cross police for police vehicle armed with police
that means someone acted with a court order
papa is obisa order no way umfa nkyere me at least he can read and write na ye hu no kra wom asore so embra bonten na ye hu no kra wom na bibia eda no ye mfonto because na dey so kono enne
ebe say asore ni so
ebe say ni den obi a wosi ni dan 3 bedrooms back mako 9 enne obi feature na order ye budi nyina gu disabled person insurance na wo ano eno nye ska pro prior no eno di see dan so I'm pleading with the church the police must come out the regional commander must speak on this matter na bibia no kro ne da no ayemfantu on the issue about galamsey Maka says so far so good. Now we can say NDC for no say Azan ye. Na ube bisa wo say e brain na woni ti akonya so. The galamsey mess didn't start from the days of Nanado. Way back. E be no mo di ade so. They raised their hand in despair. Because na Messinia Honorable Inusa Fuseni was the Minister for Lands and Forestry. He raised his hand, including the president at the time. The giant man. But senior dear so echo fan. We hear Bema or your Kudufo. Or the Nakonya, or say, or the two. I'm a galamsey queen, Utumiaku. I agree. Say we made some modest gains in our fight towards galamsey. But the do baby no, or see anything konya to review Niamana Yayano, maybe any to small baby, and no crap. Who's money pass on go ye Juma, or do for more your panel, and your year, instruction would demand no, or you're not going baby for. And after review, you're showing your son small, you know, and your home for so a basso. Topics na demand, you know, you're saying so about some cobras and back.
And I started
was a so topa gumwa, a bit flashing in your Nediako. The issue is about sustainability of the actions. Na Nabitie defense minister na or can say birim baby no ya diverting so no ya blocking no and the son and so no see air no one shot na e dey bidi kroma baby e wona ba bidi enya so they need to was say inna bona you otwe baby ya blocking no was say tene no ye yi sa blockage no dan so no en
e fa ne normal course na na
and yes, a bit create another problem. wo bi e de amawo na biem ye se manfo bi so ye galamsey na anadwo enu na me hwe mu 6:30 news ye bo akrobidin e wa chemem wo baabi wo come news enu na late news na the mankalo no ba bonti so dikro no e na ye kasa so mo hia sojafo no e wo krowo because omanti dia sojafo na ye e wo pra no so e wo tano no so e wo akroba no so na kire say there's a positive effect and the hia sojafo no so mo ba krowo ama mrantie no mo ye galamsey wo krowo no so na e de ya stop say no if any saying excavators no dudu na every site wo ona bo gina poko sightseeing with the helicopter no ye twa video ni bi pictures ni bi ya boa excavators bibire o fa ko na fia me yem shame
and na cry reporter Byron so ko Accra Kumasi road or counted more than 100 excavators
yem shame
anko for ye fi forest mom dia bebu abi mu dia kwa hyenko for fie ni ade omo
yem shame
100
the area picture view of galamsey na go for one dia atwa nko ni o
na dia
camera no e dey sie nso and ye good so no so ye good forest no President Akufo-Addo need to be commended. It takes a bold step to solve a situation. And the abendia woman to Abamawa problems over 2 years, it is your duty to fix it, and he is fixing it. He is fixing it, and these are the results. Are you? Yeah, dear. Say yeshishi among for galams, excavators. Yeah, me I will organizer say yes, yeshi ne galam. What teacher? Yeah. But edu baby am here comparison kakra asani wo hwe kwaye wo hwe nsuo kokofuo ya sell when you quantify all these things into monetary terms now what they compare sabigal excavator ya share wo hwe which one is more serious but minim say minister dem my instructions so bia or excavator bia mo 1 week fa film kwa we bo obia we are
when na ye de nkofo apake wo Accra Kumasi kwanso
you understand oh your mom so obia excavators no every kwa ebo but some still kept them in the forest and najwa ni ye adwuma e wo ho and the band say such a idea mom no say ye hye no eni na ye ku and the me me can say so far so good I was say a commending president no was say a commending lands and forestry minister no regional ministers particular areas ye galamsey no afi na MC zo for omo ejim me hwe mo news no anadwo no MC for Fantia South afi na neni abre say afi dissect for monitor but what will happen in the past what were you doing
and no ne question am I this for krakase double standards na MPP mo play no na because nkofo omo ye galamsey omo am surface in the last year Omunyina have been involved in galamsey area short here wokasa abugina poko twae wo hodada drones amawu time na mokoji drones nti se mo antumi an stop na chese obi anye effective monitoring me wan so na MPP mo ba na mo a full ministry of monitoring and evaluation and so
if you na me ka say at least there's a modest gain there has been modest gain before and a second phase of Operation Hot as we are concerned. And the government need to be commended. But you will need to sustain it to make sure say and so now you say ye send the bill. You acquire now you can say your money and send the bill. You better so asha so some money.
Okay.
What does say?
Okay.
But the okan say obi say your sumani free jubilee out.
And the what person
say uncle I'm saying. I beg to differ.
Okay.
I'm not sure President Akufo-Addo and not Vice President and not Chief of Staff and our Director of Operations, Besma, who said Konakoya Galamsey when
I don't know boys in bedroom trouble because I say, your mama, they were sent from there.
Who sent them? Omobody.
Okay.
Are you sure the president can send them to go to Galamsey?
Okay.
I disagree. I disagree entirely.
It's presidential staffers now who be no betting me.
Say they are or say Osman no. Ombodi Bobby Trala.
Okay.
So me ni kwatena mesumawa Bobby.
Okay, you.
But the president, the vice, the chief of staff, and the other senior members of government will not tell them to go and do Galamsey.
Okay.
They will not.
Yo. Honorable Taylor, remember once I'm about you near Bema Sanita or Pacho. This Galamsey you need a solution. How do we get a solution?
Well, thank you very much.
I'm not dancing.
More media should help elected. Seriously, the way I was starting, anything I mean, I'm very defensive. The NDC force. But the fact is that your crisis, modest gains, I don't know how and when. But the fact still remains, say, Ghana Water and Sewage, they are complaining. Individuals have been affected. Our health, we were discussing, I mean, someone talking about the flights here, and obey. A lot of things, some of these things were conditions that we trace, people coming into contact with heavy metals. And it, and yet BB I say, we need to be very serious about it. Now saying, one more see dialogue and getting everybody on board so that we can solve the problem. And the first one we were crying was not there, but I attended the one in Kumasi. But if that is what went on in Accra, then the amount for our doubt, there can be a very great. Because we call for room.
Honorable Mayan ya o microphone ho adwuma me say yento nka papanti ya o microphone ho adwuma na yasan ba biom eti this is the issue na akwakofa problem we aba, which is why ama Sagalam say we aba be issue no, because of sometimes ye nyina ye kan the history of Galamsey to say the ama ye nua be ma buy on a call Accra Kumasi Kwaso akohu say excavators more than 100 enegu no when your solution e was ye no NDC MPP, because we start ye nya and na to aswa na afi de asay adwuma no kra na ya ba betie si yensuo mu. It's a major issue was Ghana for ye can, especially in this day and age, unemployment adwuma ni honti ama ababe danger can you answer na so nti adwuma ni one, a lot of young men will find themselves in Galamsey whether or not they are dangerous or not. Nti you as an that more from an independent point of view. Can kebeka say mo de mo independent habitat. Do you see say ye betimi anya solution pass ye pese ye pade we ya ye betimi anya?
But as sister fear ma me fa akwanyen so na men share wadwuma mfo
obi ajo so ne dasi
na men chia agbesi sagbefia awo abelempe honorable man come krom kasa hia obecha style me bi nti
ojo ebisa ben
so if on creating bisa mo ahe titru ma me ande mambo wo sehwiko gina me chia mo creating goli force no hu gabasin wo sehwikase kro me chia mo creating sister fear da bia me ka se ekon aye wo mo sesi ya no media house e bedru anopa wo sa critical moment mu na anase eda ade be chinye na wamfa Galamsey ensem na metudwa amaya mbobo ho tse ekon ato nsuo enti I'll comment your media house UTV ene njuma pa moye ebo ama Galamsey ye de ya brenase question and can maybe some who first and I say maybe set here for say Galamsey machines and as excavators aye hu mo sesi aya pack esisi nkwanchin anye bia omo ye adwuma legally ana sankomo ye adwuma legally and they will not find themselves outside the remit of the mining community, but because omo ye illegal mining that is how come omo yiyi e de abesiesie fie nti say asrafo ayeyi omo kogu nwirem ho no so omo ko hu say wo red zone mu na so omo anhye at the end of the day these Galamsey excavators will go back into the system. Ye pese ye nyina ye benya hoto nsu a ye num ye kwaye ene sebe ade ya me abwa maye a brochire omo ebo ho bandende obi no obetumi afri Africa ko China no wako say omo just even an acre of a forest and na say ebi omo nsu a omo eni ejewan na say nsu omo yusu e de ehwe omo asetenam untumi nyesa but ye buy hadia let you say aye nsem fufuro kra. But I'll comment the current administration in the sense that I have said the sitting president and the MPP have nothing to lose in they have nothing to lose in fighting the Galamsey, especially now during the tenure of office a year last one. They must fight it to the latter. I guess another government, the same canker will happen. Until I advocate say, no say a peacekeeping mission. na enye sustainable say abembia ba sa particular system of going into the forest to fight galamsey no ebewo ho. We should make it attractive, more attractive in the sense that ebe chain UN for crop UN peace keeping. So the people will even lobby to enlist themselves to go and fight galamsey. And yes, I hear kone betonsium. Now the danko kufuado sa ekun wa shase so beko. E say nyina ye boa ma okun. Now the Hamika Krefa Media House, one of your sister stations over the weekend. Matio Mosa, I'm not happy. They have singled out one person, Mame Kate Jenfua. I am one person. I will not be happy. Say Ghana.
When you say buy nankasa na single out, I'm using as a scapegoat.
Well,
omo buy on one on my boni din. Since the but then I make us say omo ye even if you quote Canada Japan kwa say nkofo bebe no abo mu din. But so far kejem fo kwa na omo target no.
E ho na me problem no. But before said na sem ebe ye deja no. It means say media na som amaso akodu baby. Nti na akwesa. Adenti na ono kwa. And now, as for the castle, no one on the machines. When require other people who are yashi or machines. Into a Mayan Koyan, so we are now acquired to be better track as a beer yashawa or full moment. Into now obey you on West in Chanawaka and someone. Men advocated that. So young Gugan and near all year Jumapa, Nenuma. No, I don't think a Gugan and near Jumana, China, India, Yama. But China, and Raya, dear, who was so on Yano, a beer or diesel. Of course, you were infractions and or more Marco Moha. Omakoye de emfata ya chichichio mu e na nso afenso ye hu so say e ko ba say e foreign na ye chi no anasem ko ba local so ye chi wa anasem e ho na problems no. But we shouldn't look at it say ye opposition ti de ekoso no ye support my ekono enkoso. Of course the opposition like my LPG and now say a friend is saying NDC, we have the right to say machines na ye she no and pass mu. Now, so we have had a president, a BSida. I share yes, no. You know, you are no gum say, who share and fanfa so be a man, you can see the various assemblies no more fine juma. At the end, at the end of the day, no machines near a beam so almost sign at the crochet room or more yet. Me view, say, me can hold last week. You shared you see a time of NPP back government at Babem. Not the rumble style of seizing your friend is saying cars in no manner. The same thing will happen to the excavators here because it's the assembly. Okay. Now Ekobane says I would say for Adekye my yen better hide day. I wouldn't be surprised to say Siziko see the various assemblies. Not say in any fair say LPG and power, not say NDC and Baba power. Adekye Munyana, they will go and seize this kind of equipment for their own personal use. Assembly who need to because someone more about them. Toilet crisis, how much more excavator? I'm saying, sir, let us support na young fighters have menacing. The pH levels in our waters is so high. Metals, look, third world network Africa. Way back in the 90s, but these are the challenges that we have, that we don't use research materials. Normal just say I buy a small nothing so they from Macron for you. And say, am I young to Tonasi? We know them. I will quote what the paper is saying. Paper Daily, Daily Post. Or say, you sent us to Ayawaso in the 2020 elections. You sent us to Kumasi to make a show. But today you are calling us thieves. Sir, enya no kro monka. Ye nyina ye nim say national security mu no. Ye de nkrophobia sabe omuni expertise ene kogum. And also first operation na failure no. Omo nkrofo sika omunya fi mu. Into omo ko ho omunim say ebia this is the final term of this particular administration. Yes, they have within their own mindset. No, they think that they have a legitimate cause. So also they will make monies for themselves, right? But aside from the who outside the remita, you bet you. Into your children, and my young choir is say because on what the to just said. I buy your tissue in a small monintino. You better be any watrasa. Okay. Say it is believed, said this particular administration, or more for a year to do in terms of the galamsey area. Into ye can say, enye se wanya mining license ni nti na nti se omo no omo ho so omo mining licenses no kra na omo ye galamsey no
omo breaching mining license no terms
they should serve as their own watchdogs na omo monitor and omo policy to help them say they be omo so omo ho beto in terms of the fighting against the galamsey
honorable tell biem bra so biem
yeah me that say and no me can say Accra dialogue no man could be by me kokuma city
okay
now me ko hono I went there with a different mindset and impression in a sense say minim say kwa ko solution from everybody out be back hono unfortunately the echo so hono no ema mabemu buye yes the son say we were not I mean yanko honum keke say kwa ko transit we pay adwin people with ideas are the mabe solve problem first they me ko na me surprise na me ko na wo mo assemble mining equipment wo honum ye ba be exhibit the actual miners potential miners o ma exhibit I mean minerals commission whatever wo me the maps abi do one ma chire baby we wo but I felt that that was misplaced the edition no a do time when we are open forum and we are discussion. A lot of people who are concerned, and Ghanaians are very much concerned, came out. You know, I mean, first say what they were saying at the point at that time no was very important because of your mining laws and regulations are already mining in Ghana. There is indeed the need for us to revisit law because and then small scale mining. Now, who can large scale mining? There's a thin line. But who share the definition who call over the Oxford Dictionary here and I say, Google, and now code Google, now Google. The meaning of small scale miner. Oh my God, say small scale mining, you know, it is, you know, less, I mean, it is either it is manually done or, you know, minimal mechanization. Minimal. Let's say, and then yen large scale ni small scale no. I say ABB wo. Because me no can say you call Kenya si baby a wo ye open pit mining no. Now ba baby a ye wo ye galamsey ni ade with excavators there's no difference.
They're the same.
They're the same thing.
It's almost a small scale.
That is the point. Oh, anything no, we need to look at this the categories and I say the different groups are more year mining in Ghana because galamsey started as you said, but I remember say uko akutia on side na amount for a year galamsey pa, but the advent the coming in of this excavator first no what do you friends say? Who need pickers? And you know, say nipa no be say assassin no kra. Nipa ba ku ntimi say and I say even kra nipa 10 use pickers ni ho no. Omo ntimi say the size of this room kra.
True.
One day. But today what do we see? Because some of us we have been negligent. To the extent say there was this lecturer on KNUST campus. I've forgotten his name. He came up to speak to that idea making. Now I was surprised the reaction from the Minerals Commission representative, not team panel also. In fact, I was going to do a follow up, but I sat down. I said, look, there was it was a waste of time, and I mean risking my life because when I listened to the reaction from the Minerals Commission, guy now. Also, I mean, say, we are just wasting our time.
Ready, so
the man was not prepared to accept the fact, say, friends say, the use of excavators near Adeno. He was trying to justify the use of excavators. What do you call it? Small scale for no, say the law allows, mechanization near Adeno. But the fact is that is what is creating the problem now. And no creative problem no. And in any case, forum say we want to look at because we can even start with the law. Now even among for commitment what they are supposed to even pay because and we are sure say what Kenyans say, one commitment towards government in terms of taxes near the it is not the same as one year Galamsey. And no cry no pono, bet me ama.
Even cry one of the newspapers last week a story about gold that you free Ghana kwa. Ninyina tax on it ni yentua ma ban. Yeah, last week yes. Yes, a concourse for Ali Nachi and a kind. 2 billion.
Yes.
$2 billion.
And you know the approach of the Minerals Commission, giving assurance to the small scale miners. Say, one more assassin wo so I mean, in fact, na. It you know so be can say the yes small scale be anati be sa. Now, Odika, because of what is happening. Because, Adebako question say, for nothing, any case will be going exploration. I will finding the lines are baby, good, no, yes, a good, and what baby, and you know, Ukwako to go now. Because they don't have information about where the gold never and Nancy Bizarre. It's not too assassino, basa. I was expecting the Minerals Commission for no. Say, yeah, we will invest more. Wherever geological survey,
even data analysis.
Yes, even and then we'll give definitive guidelines to them. Say, yeah, Ukwako to go now. Maybe if you dig 10 meters deep, so and so. I mean, some information in that wise. But unfortunately, no. The immediate conclusion is those people are benefiting from what is going on, and therefore, the edge to even help in solving the problem. To the extent, say, I think we met on a program in Mekansa. To the extent, say, Minerals Commission guy, or Tiemia, or being referred, or being catchers on tea. Or better say, Papa no be general or friend who doctor no say small scale mining. I said, look, I mean, or did he attempt cry? It took some of the colleagues of that lecturer to draw the attention of the guy and say, Babeka can say, Nipano friend who doctor. The man has a PhD. And why your research?
And why
he comes from a gold mining area of the Achim area or not at Samankesi and so this is somebody who is so much interested, because it's affecting him. They did not even ponder over the Obabeka. It was just rubbish. If you have such interaction. Ufo say bibi papa bibi fi mama.
Honorable say if the situation is this bad, say the okay and Minerals Commission for attitude new omu post challenge say and your full commitment.
That's the point.
The better solve it. They look like a very
what we have hopeless. To do is it you see forum. To find out how to solve this problem. I wasn't expecting them to be exhibiting machines, encouraging people to go into it. I mean, my friends, Galamsey for Womunia Sasi. That is why they are doing what they are doing. The fact is that say Ubahanu ejuma ni honuma. I mean, say by force say despite on fawana. Debbie, you have to find another way. Other legitimate ways of getting ways. And and by force say as I say almost even if they are mining in waters near there, which must be forced to give them as mining gold.
Okay.
Well, and one, my suggestion is that let's look at the man and the classification, the mining, because say we can have laws a bit media banning the use of excavators, say small scale, because small scale is supposed to be a designer. Now they don't know there should be minimum, mechanization or not at all. Now to the extent say no ban the destruction, and to me cost 10 say the air cost because the air cost is look at you see I me share excavator
I was see a show so ni chani so no crowd
ebo me hu kra eh serious o recently I went to Takrady on my way now you pra me look when him description every man me know your boss no man can say we okuapi ni back say nyuma ana poto. Now, how can you even treat?
How can you
treat this? Well, how can you treat this?
Pipe is your pa.
And the Americans say the minister might have very
good
intention. But they must sit up because we know those who are doing the mining. Like Asantini said, we know them. We know them.
Are you believing their boys? Boys say
well, I don't have any evidence. I don't have any reason to doubt what they are saying. So they make an answer. I don't have until somebody else comes out. Because what I heard was that the land cruisers near the call when the man those land cruisers on whose authority and drive those land cruisers. No, they were carrying weapons near this also. So they make an answer. And we cannot dismiss that thing. I say investigation. Who? Because who share the Ekosu? The Ekosu former Minister of Environment in the office. His interaction with a Wusini Winman, party here, Sikani Winman, I didn't know.
I'm verify that tape because Enra minya the court case be
well
against me I mean you Abema Captain Smart I'm 20s the lawyers no can send the breme awarded damages of 1 million Ghana cedis against Captain Smart with a cost of 20,000.
Well, I don't know the details. I don't know the details.
Court judgment.
I don't know the details of that.
A court judgment and a court.
But it will be very interesting, to.
I'm sure Captain Smart baby appeal to it.
Yeah, it will be very interesting because I heard it. I heard a Koyusi so far
on the tape.
On the tape, I heard it.
Nay, and the voice. In this area, for Dr. Tape.
Well,
okay, the subject of the court case was not about the tape.
Okay,
it was about Bibia or no kind.
Yes, because I heard it. At the end of the day, excavators.
Yeah.
A lot happened. Yes. I mean, they mentioned, the baby things or not so yet. I mean, and yet they make a NDC for the kind. His own party people. I don't know what say. So they make an answer. And we don't my and far when moon diagro. Because I don't have any doubt in my mind. Say the Omukano. And I say a false. Because woman no muka.
Okay.
So they make an answer. But the American say ye pese ye fight Galamsey. Galamsey ye pese ye fighting. Let's attack it head on. My fan ko 1-1 baby.
Okay.
Let us not pretend. Look, extra good. I was once a deputy minister for lands and natural resources for some few months. Right? Extra good. The issue then started you.
Almost started that.
We have had issues with them.
No, extra good.
Yes.
Okay.
They were supposed to be doing exploration.
Exploration?
Yes. And what is happening is that a lot of the
people exploration
a certain diameter of a former say utu. Now
assassin.
Now they are called lab.
And okay.
No one say gold you to find out whether gold are your form it's in commercial quantities and now say and when you do that they say they report to we are not say you can get it is worth investing into it. And also a different thing. But
extra goes why you do about 20 years.
And American say what they have been doing. Exploration up to now.
Yes.
For several years.
Exploration.
No, it shouldn't be so.
It shouldn't be so. But that explains the idea also Minerals Commission for them giving you attitude because
they have to do something about it. That's the point. And then another thing they cause them to say, look, we have to change. At the end of Senna, leases there. They say yes, the order. We can't no be say environment for omukan. You see, omukan, nimina me leading here different. Omukan woman omukono, but you are not the one leading. Because a lot of the time the eco say, now a Minerals Commission, ama identify area ubetumi akwakutu. Say womuba EPA and I say we not womu catch them say munche nye environmental assessment near there. No before say it is taking too long. So they go and we'll start the omo yeno. Anything say Minerals Commission, and I say institutions in Ghana must be speaking to each other.
I know the honorable say
they must be speaking to each other. Anything say Minerals Commission, EPA, all those who matter,
collaborate.
Even before that, land is identified and paper given to somebody, so environmental whatever. The threesome, no, one more, the Minerals Commission, lands and whatever they know. What they have come to a conclusion, say, I had no money to go to a home, it may not affect our water bodies.
And
you have to put this and
no so, but I say we're buying as a Minerals Commission for Matiada. Nobody is asking for their heads. Then no one appear some good politicians and but you put it right institutions must be say Minerals Commission to mean na now one say oh, they what dam and what to mama license without talking to EPA. What can perfectly before Obama license you talk to EPA, you talk to land say
they will come out and tell you say I want to but I'm telling you for a fact say even crowd forum I want organizing what role EPA and I said environment science and technology one role ben the then now you see when you know me the baba what is going on wager
down
let me finish that. The issue about institutions not speaking to each other near is it Tantra Hill and Makati Hill. The question is that now say when we video be how the money na ba who call honuma say what am I sending electricity to the people there what am I sending electricity road what they call water what they call why what I mean what and then we take into consideration before those things were extended there if the people are illegally occupying the place and what did they make an answer look in South Africa if they want to one person eject you from an area the first thing they take you off your light who could sit down and say illegally they'll take the light off the next thing to take water away from you roads will not be extended to the place to make you comfortable but look at what is happening look at what is happening and then you see disaster be looming those that way
the last time I ate trauma see was so easy cry.
I just cry you cry all higher can that higher cry just
titi abuoni abu way back and was a didi mo the who so
be for na a week
no at any list trauma no bebu
but no say gradually it is being washed mama nya input
it is being washed onabo telabi kasa no o se okọ Kumasi forum no na the bufuye because the way I now expect to say Minerals Commission rep no besi akasa no or attack wine no anya ni de me ya pa se menu anoko ho no because of say na mu ye no to sorry he's the ranking member for lands and forestry. He has a lot of voice. He has a lot of experience. We entered parliament the same year in 2013. And he has such a great opportunity. Well risky, I drive you all the way to this forum. Because Uncle Nubet Machina drink Abed Kasa Etia, their doctor, even saying, oh, Papa na Okasa Robishi, Doctor no say, the Okasa Yano. He would have made a lot of inputs there. And to forums like this, or na be a coswana in Yanida, sorry. He should have the opportunity to speak on the issues. Because you see, question will be say, what is the way forward? Now we are seeing good gains as a result of the Operation Halt. And then Uncle Brani in the graphic say, it is because the measures and the directive of the president, superintended by the lands minister, to some extent, what should I say? Glam says excavators now people are seeing that government is wild. So he's fixing the problem. And the attendance there, and I'm happy with the angle he took. Obiatiada. Then I am focusing. And now make a was there. At your 6:30 news, one of the chiefs in Achim area, can say, Omu Yasoya Fono say, Number two, Manlands Commission, Minerals Commission Transit, MOB letter, say Uncle Pobi Nonko to
exactly.
There should be a synergy between the Minerals Commission, the chiefs, the assembly, the EPA, to make sure, say, the Aye no, Obiansa, that's the picture. That's the Mankrado of that village. Okasano. Say, Omu here says soldier for member because Omu was the person.
Now, and Ukraine, Yano says, she said village, yeah, to Galamse away. Shakwaya Monamso. Yenye Bibia or in village be a mere minimum foundation called classroom for there. I go see school dama
again.
Just say school or more to Galamse or even school dining pono. Or my young man Colano to form.
You know what? Sikano Mutu or Honomono.
And one community
on the Orcas excavator no crown bono. Oh, the percentage or no nana. It's insignificant. One more to form no. One more creative mess no honomono.
No, I
somebody sitting somewhere. No.
Honorable
tell make us say China for.
Honorable tell a big can be about extra gold.
Yeah.
The problem is still there. They are supposed to do prospecting. Utu kakra. Yeah. What they are called machine so near share. Say. Why has the Minerals Commission sat down to allow all these things to continue? You don't
even have a data of.
You understand?
A mining company so mukuta prospecting, no mukuta actual license.
Say the other can say we are starting afresh. They are according a chop. But for now, in the current situation, woman, Minerals Commission must set up.
Okay.
Omu enforce omu monitoring rules ni ye papa. Assembly dissect what baby yet to Galamse nyina one engineer monaso. Ahimfo ewo nyina and like Asani said, the media collation against Galamse has been too phenomenal. Headed by Usinia
Kenashibe.
The advocacy for Galamse fighting has been so phenomenal. And all the media houses engagement there kosunya at least every Rugibiano ye kan Galamse and was here come some teacher for now go school before I start classes lecture crowd to imbibe into the children.
That's what
To imbibe into the children. Because Yabaha few weeks ago as an in Kwaladibi to Galamse this is rough.
Aye.
No more rough. They are practicing what their fathers and their uncles are 1 year one.
In fact, you want Kwalabi you resume more baby or me Galamse. You wait to one kwa beni adia. Mothers ni near jumanti. Omo tete attention.
And your curriculum per se, but once you go school and say best idea no ye dictation and quiz big kakra yen kanchen kwala se Galamse na emboa yen awon hia me fie me kuro and na inso tan no ya se no
ai omo put the money the other video there when money omo de omo ya be say 86 and omo ye Galamse ni bi
ukwa wuya last 2 weeks papers ni ba ko ye se kwala ye wom say ara engi ho no ebi ni nye ebi aso nye deformity because of mercury, any chemicals, any good and the fight where there a big fight. But I'm happy to say we are gaining grounds. And we need to commend the president, we need to commend the lands and forestry minister, we need to commend all the regional ministers.
Is it not rather the case that we fail and
it is good to start somewhere.
For what work done?
The initial fight for me, it was a modest game. But the children who said the economy, because Obia we bibia we yet to extend the fall back
review
and look at the review.
Okay.
Then you go back with another, strength, power, strategy. Send a bebwa ube killing them with.
Okay.
And for me, send your economy, young corners.
Okay.
But well, I don't know the kind of modest gain now in Minion Kanwase. I'm not. I know. You see, and unfortunately, nobody see. I'm an NDC person, and I hope say whatever I make, not easy. The sometimes I can say, make casa. I'm an NDC person. Make casa no. The way I work on report, the NDC says so and so. I am talking, me can
as a national.
What the American say? Yes, and it's the American say the modest gain no cano. Me in a sense say, what actually the Amaya Bedu baby I do was the fact say, o can say a man for sisi toilet anyway near there. One more buy 2017 million buy they felt say somebody was making money out of
politics.
No, Galamse.
Okay.
And that it was their turn to do it. And that's the reason why you could do baby I do it.
About say what crowd the extra good example say more NDC more crowd no. And you couldn't stop it. Until 4 years here na distraction yakoso.
hold it. They make can say. So we catch you say ya nyehwe wo ho a. It is wrong.
Me obi ankasa. Yes, mo antumi an stop it.
Yes, and I make say one more year exploration. You see, they come under the guise, you know, be secure exploratory licenses near day. Now, will be experiment and also year researcher. You can't ultimately to ecosi.
But who say omo breach omo the terms of omo exploration license and I'm one at the time.
They were the first people who omo kochi omo.
Under NDC.
Yes.
Okay.
Omo I'm telling you. Well, anything no, the American say the problem that we had, the massive destruction of water bodies near there, it happened between 2017 and now.
Okay,
That is true.
okay.
It happened between 2017 and now. Because Amanfo had a field day.
And therefore the responsibility no what president.
And also say if so see commend the president, commend him to say, I beg to differ.
Okay.
Who did make say? I beg to differ.
Okay.
Because he's not solving the problem.
He's only talking about it.
He's not solving the problem. And he must solve the problem.
Okay.
And America says to solve the problem, no. It is not just an ordinary forum to say the Ayeko here. I'm for Becca. Look to the state. I'm for ne brofu crowd. I'm for
problem yes of it.
And I'm for Kasa. Now Galamseyes, huti at people who are, you know,
really?
I am telling you.
Then your problem yes.
Honorable Title so tia say dey tell me abema no so
I know Tel Aviv.
Oh.
I know how fought with this. Hooting at him would not stop him from talking.
Yeah, but Tori is insulting. Obi papa.
But that is why. That is why. I'm not sure say or microphone also not introducing no as a honorary member of parliament for Lower Manya and the ranking member of lands and forestry. The hoot at him.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Anything no.
Okay.
Anything no. The American say, let's accept the fact say, you're failing. We have not, you know,
solved the problem.
We have not solved the problem.
Okay.
Let us not pretend say yes or we are solving
the problem. Of I know say, but say I can't security assembly say the papa na call 64 no. Opening mama last comment on this guy say call security
I'm a
issue.
bit confused about honorable submission. And yes, sir, the work per se, but the general NDC communication machinery. Because it appears to say, you can't
honorable a ranking member,
yes.
He's not speaking for NDC general communication.
But he's here to
represent. No, but he's representing his constituency too.
Yes, but
and the constituency no na the bar first.
Let me land them. You may understand what I'm trying to say. From the way he has spoken, he appears to agree with the fact that yes, let's fight Galamsey. In fact, he agrees. Although he has not on to me see the people say excavators na yeshino or support it. On to me encounter. But then we share the general communication machinery of the NDC now. They are purporting to say, in fact, we must see excavators.
Because
he didn't touch on
this. Because I believe, but I said something to that effect. Say, you see, excavator now, you buy small scale mining, and a nuisance, and no creative problem. Let's find other ways of preventing people from using excavator. If we use excavator, then there's a price to pay for that.
Okay. And I remember so say who you saw excavator pay, you have moved away from small scale to small scale.
That's the point.
That excavator back up.
Yes. But with this fight, you know, say we opposition as we trying to now can say excavators na yeshino in fact you are not helping the cause to fight this particular canker.
But that's another issue for
no, but it's part of the whole thing. As I say, Yeshua, we said the bear wouldn't say $300,000. So Yeshua will be there next time. Will be soon. Yes, until will be more if you don't hold your basic. Common sense, be catch say. Yes, say a mining about 200 meters away from close to water. Just obey and do that. And it appears to me, says the general norm that is becoming acceptable. And say this soldier for because opinion or casano. Or say yemfa soldier formula. It means say to me accepting this particular norm. Moving forward, no, you better me the astra for no. I cable sa menace where bebo yenyina.
See ensure as ensure soldier for no. As ensure ordinary police for no. Into police for kwa no madada omo. Into you say
so just galam stop ni we no ya.
And vanguard.
I no failing. So there's a new approach now. And I hear sure munkrenti na me can say they should be incentivized. Said you be three omo kai actually omo peacekeeping war other countries. said the be attractive to them or kwa wonim say men kwaje brag me kwa konkondem me fi ho na me ba within 3 months me ska kakra me the foundation. This is what we are looking at.
So the military approach is good.
It's the best.
Okay.
And it should be sustainable. When you say a Liberal Party be ban ya to good.
Okay. You know, so because honorable that also support military approach to dealing with the issue.
I support it.
Okay. Honorable Taylor, who
we need the security to help. But the fact is that on another day, maybe at a different forum, there are other suggestions. Because see a review, they are also.
So far now,
we need to do something more than what we are doing now.
Okay.
If we should go beyond just, physically attacking the people. Say transit. No be so a good paper so. Now, answer now be excavator crab back room. Must be defined.
Even maybe that should be even mining equipment quite any duty free no. We have to revisit a tax regime no. Now you share mining equipment be a beba no. Location should be known. Nipa it should be licensed to a name near there it can be tracked. Just a tracker won't cross and release all these things. You drew one of but it's good to see say prosecutions be because that last week I say near can say aban ye committed part on starting prosecuting near you
know believed to be vigilante groups or question
body say
yasmo omo ayi nim say omo dina pie no omo afo mo hodiko e bi so hostel so what do we do
na unua honorable can but yenko kenawajimaya yes omo kan omo kodi yenu abema sentroni no empamro wo national security no na se se yeyi no on say national security minister Yera Kandapade report by near you know just less than a week within that week na omo san man appointment for city 4 to go ahead city 4 na ko focus say aban play double standards because okay say president call a Sala festival can say we should protect in Central 4 na there and people look at the track record of presidents crown san obabe president from Kumi Prekuni Siemi Preku days and the way our fight as a human rights lawyer wa omanfo under your own leadership as attorney general crown criminal libel omuyi free ho na who protecting Central 4 na say obi akoye Central 4 bone minister ababe yi na fi as punishment now san fa nipa kro na command position for are you really solving the problem and I say brofu you can say be ankofo aba o muka crocodile the John ye dada ye nti ye nyina ye forget what do you think honorable Taylor be son about honorable
mami kasa one of be ben
power tu ko jama o se
because you see me the aim one and me who say me senior colleague Lieutenant Colonel Gbeglo or can say and I say a coincidence but I don't buy that. Say coincidence. But if it is coincidence, it means that a security apparatus, one will coordinated. Because me sure say every day, one will see trip. Echo, Omanpenyo. So New York crowd who obey review. Decisions are taken, on the minute. Near day. Anything coincidentally, I don't agree. And this morning, I see another twist of it. Others who are defending why Kanajima has been promoted, say, Adentina, who read the national security formal report now, we say the guy now, Caleb, no, or no, so no, the illegal. And I pay me tears our commentary, before. Statute books no ni ade na me hwe and I just suppose here with we are take pictures no ni ade na bisa bon say maybe any one there's no law. There is no law.
There's no law to do what?
To there's no law incriminated there. Photos not take
and there's nothing in the act but unlawful entries who are acting.
Oh yes, of course yes. What did they make but what I'm saying is there is nothing illegal apart from maybe entire.
Okay.
Now you see sometimes with security for mu security for na say obi timi atutu mu be entam ho no mo
that's the question.
It's an indictment.
The grammar busa say a whole
it's an indictment.
State security.
So the making us it's an indictment. Sometimes when some of these things happen, you don't even talk about it at all. Well, you don't talk about it. You expose yourself to public ridicule. Then you watch your watchdog, we say no, a hampuni, and then the whole
Ghana.
And then they be a month for me room. Abba.
Do we even know how many people are going to appear?
Anything.
National security for who man.
And yeah, who did a honor a month for here, who did a baby, I will take a picture. I won't come and say no. You go to a stadium, rather taking those pictures. What do you know? Not taking pictures. No, cast in the wall. Ufi, Ufa, what do you call it? Conference center.
Conference center.
Ufa, you can take those pictures. Cast will go. Oh, one must see. Adentina, dear, I don't know what woman can't say. Now, Muna Makasa the Pana ABB. Where do you take the person to? And you're caught now.
Yeah.
I am. And I'm going to court. Take the person to court. Now, Nipakuno so also why bonino. Mua Makasa the oil no and yeah right. Sir,
almost your shame. Until no transfer no shame.
Now, Nipa now who investigating no, who didn't quack or head another institution. Don't you think that he also, release, or unleash this woman quack
okay.
Or go here no so
okay.
Ewo baby.
Okay.
In a similar manner. Why would you do that?
Okay.
Which means, I didn't know make any no. What Buapaya no can say. Woman the crocodile the jaw. Okay. Woman did that die.
Okay.
And it is not healthy. It doesn't send a good signal at all about that institution, your friend, no, national security. Make national security, no, it means the police, the military, and all.
But you are where say Kandapana and a man the city for appointment now, I say office of the president because statement in there it was written by Kandapa.
And I make say, and son in the realm of the security, no. There's something of your friend sit repair every minute when they call.
Okay.
Because people are supposed to be monitoring the movement of people, who activities as a security person, even you the army commander Nankasa no, and you also.
Okay.
Etin baby a wo bia no, omampanyin enim de wo ye ni de wo nye. Unless say wa kata de ni baako.
Okay.
Anything no say ono no kwa appointee a advice ni fi military high command never. And I did say woman say the Abba.
And yeah, now you investigate. Okay. Honorable Title Nico group up.
Yeah.
And people might confuse now.
Maybe.
The TNN say, let's call a spade and not a big spoon. Yeah, portray at the end they say sebi. The infractions are the national security and was here. Without looking at the role played by the young man, Caleb Kuda.
What's I say, you moving away from Caleb?
No.
It's about appointing somebody who is under investigation.
It is because of that action that led to his removal from national security. Then
promoted
Yakoman another responsibility.
So you took away a promotion.
It's
more born about so or my journalist.
Not we are doing discourse analysis.
Okay.
Now, Tel Aviv can say, Omar Fili, to some extent, I will agree with him. But, Ebrana Captain Kojo Chikata, I was Blue Gates. Until recently, my big brother, Kenneth Bevolati, a national security coordinator, can any journalist worth its salt can boldly walk out and enter that place? Ewo free conference center now bar. Omo baby omo parking cars, any trucks, any heavy equipment in their time. Can you walk boldly into national security outfit? So who got job for you? You dare not.
Because their security was tighter. And no question was say. National security was
you dare not.
Now. And my journalist or Hamlet or ni panier crowd ni bi. O tumi ba o ho be twa picture na pe na go chesi.
Bonaga Joe no go dia bro. So what the gentleman did was uncalled for.
So go twa picture no.
No. What can I walk into a desperate group? Say me be here dia me pe wa.
Say higher private. You fa buy security aka.
Even
private facility.
The fact that private no. And interest say
anybody can just get here be illegal. Obi peti me about
you just say so clearly no. Wouldn't process move. Look,
no,
I was trained by Yabodo Ibuafo as a stringer.
Yeah, but
Mr. I'm a guy involved that all the time.
I'm
Ghana News Agency, general manager. At least journalists for due process. Wouldn't say because you wanted to create a scene, no, because story now
journalists wanted to create a
scene. Of course, because why a first story? Over 300 cars. Na isi wure mu because NDC for the credit buyer. Na your credit buyer no that the value I get to my GPI was so expensive. And the GPI said they couldn't afford it. So it was a back and forth until we came. Then the GPI to a year application to the president through the Ministry of Transport. Then the president engaged the chief of staff, any finance ministry. Ni enhwe say e betu ati ade no so ana. E ba no sa no ya teso and you turned him away. Because your story no and are generating all this discussion, which was perfect. But almost over 300 no, I got 12.
Yeah.
12 no. India say because I no. So you are seeking approval to dispose it as it were is. And it how me expecting Caleb say he will go back to Oma
National Security.
Masrock. Then be some story now me you know. Akosi saying because
he Caleb he had the sources say cast no go honorable this is the progression of the facts honorable body to mama ka de Caleb say or this story never to ni Facebook first no and na MC Fiakoto cast ya checkers ni nyina that was the adjective ni nyina o and no use we and na Caleb apologize say no pull it down the post no I know also name the sources. Journalists don't name their sources, but we have sources. I also are here stringer. No, you understand. Just in the source, and they say no, cars need be war. And he walked there to take the pictures for a confirmation.
For evidence.
Because more man can say, oh yeah, check, but 12 war. I said we buy and son. I'm this explanation, but say yeah check, but 12 war man, and they defective.
What you say?
Why is it Caleb's fault?
Clearly no, Maka ewaha. Maka wa other networks so I don't like the style the hankofu abrante.
Okay.
Maka because Sebi symphony na wakotwa and now say ujini na wa deleting. Zoe or transmitting video no pictures in the man and grano. Both of them are very harmless.
But why would you even want to delete it? State properties.
Listen. Anti Sebo call a city officer with all these armed police just to go and collect the pictures or the video of Zoe. For me, it was needless. Totally needless.
Okay.
You can call Samens on the phone. You can call my schoolmate, my junior, Bernard Affle. Bernard, this is the development here. Please, Caleb is here with us. We have collected his phone. We have deleted it. Also, the Amaz Zoe, make her available for us. Quietly, one or two national skill operative can just walk in.
I know
and this can be sorted out.
They use his phone to communicate with.
You understand?
With Zoe, and Zoe who said no.
So for me, that part of the national security is what I'm against. But the Ami catch Caleb going forward next time. You should do the process less.
Debbie, honorable will be flawed.
We are journalists, so you understand.
Debbie, honorable, me see. This now we are stringer no. The law has moved away. There's law
from going to the process.
There's court decision that shows from the NAS investigation now a court to maybe the court NHI court.
You can just walk into
as a matter of public policy. If the matter is interesting or is a matter of interest to the public, then the journalist can use straightforward and other means.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
In Mimi case, this is a court of appeal judge sitting as a high court judge. And see, the law is
public interest.
Yes.
And your business.
For instance, another case, some of the judges were arguing, say, unorthodox means trapping, ambushing, and all that. But the court said that because at the end of public interest matter, he had the right to use that ambushing means. Yes.
But seriously, the Asana would have to Bamasui say, Colonel Ajimai. Ye ni free hono, ya sign Edeno Akohedi 64 Battalion. say Uncle Hedio. I don't know what went into that. Say Kamia, because I'm going to Kakra. The rush of appointment is more of an elevation because you were operations of national security. Now you have been given an appointment to head a whole battalion. Now normally, when you say military high command, such appointment go through process. How long did it take this process to go on? What I say? And Sana Edi Webapano, there are a lot of because they were in the history, the performance. For all these problems by and around, they know the performance of Lieutenant Colonel.
Okay.
He's a very good professional soldier, very competent. It's all to that. Apart from the AC. Well, so they believe say appointment na yedia man no edika obetuma yedwuma.
Okay.
Unfortunately no the abano entina amase hu abeya ensem bebiri. But say kami anka wo so mutwetwe so kakra. You understand?
They say Titus. I just want to chip in. You see, you can only know a good or a bad student until you put the person to test.
Okay, so he has failed.
He's failed. A good or a bad soldier can only exhibit, the competence.
Whatever you say.
That's right.
That is you.
Okay.
But if you are saying American,
but I had me to say a corner and common trenches. Now, common investigation answer.
There's a lot of pressure on national security because of Nsroma is in the idea, and more so where is in the center of this kind of issue, including Azugu. Caleb K is in the band. I demand come and tell you. Azugu, yeah. So until Lieutenant Colonel Nsroma, Chief Director of the National Security Ministry, say, almost going internal investigation. I'm saying, no, ma, Kanajimadin, SUPM, you free honor. And for me, and Quebec say, and come to Sukakra, because the heat is still on. Now you're making sure at least. So be grab a call to hold the fort temporarily until, the heat dies down. Yeah. So that we'll look at how we can. Solve all these things amicably. But we need free now. These days, the media in this country is very powerful. Very, very powerful. The slightest.
I don't even think it's a matter of the media being powerful. Also, who experience it. You see, as you are talking from solid experience. Some of these things, and your media put also manica. As a government, you should reduce your mistakes. You should reduce your mistakes. And these are some of the small mistakes about where you pay very dearly for it. Monday, last week, I make us see MPP. NDC doesn't have to do anything. Many honorable man may say, I'll just be watching MPP for just soiling themselves. Motor and they jarry almost from one mistake to the next. Almost every week, you are involved in some scandal. It's not the best for you as a government. The systems and the structures, honorable can back say they should be talking to each other. Because only on obi institution be kasayanka. Ebi obi free honorable with your experience. Kabi anka be catch say montwen. Heat wo ho, tension wo ho. Mama ensuo no pass on from fast when everybody is calm, tempers are low. In another way, obi akran kai di no. But right now kobope everybody will relate it. This is simple politically correct decisions. Opening
I beg to differ a little bit. Say they have rushed in appointing him.
Okay.
And we appear to be saying, your man appointment, I say you're elevating it because of
That's how it looks.
No, in the face of all that he has done. That is the way I mean.
Honorable, I beg to differ.
Okay.
So military dada, and some of national security. Right. There are systems, a big appointment in the dada. By time and say obey resume.
Okay.
And indeed, sir, at the end happen your investigation. The first punishment is to remove him from the national security. That is a punishment enough.
Okay.
No.
And yeah, it is honorable. The public is aware. Say the sector minister for national security did not let him continue to stay. And no in itself is enough. Declaration from the sector minister say say the infraction say national security. Now, national security, he has to go back to Babia or Yenejuma. That particular incident could not have warranted his sacking completely from the military.
So nobody said he should be sacked.
Yes, but this is what you are insinuating.
Nobody
Appointment,
said he should be sacked.
probably the appointment is already there. They were only waiting for maybe his tenure of, his period within the national security sector to elapse.
No, but in that time, Nipa Dodo said the appointment probably, and cause probably was there. Because Ghana for a tier bontin there, the other bontin or Munimo. That's why they are connecting the dots.
I know they are Becca, but inside, no, there might be things that we
he's the only person who is qualified to be the commander.
No. Probably, like I said, probably the appointment was already there. But they be almost trans national security be okoha embrace ye be reshuffle na obi aba oba be take your position. Punishment I say national security ye the man ye the man.
They have not.
You are saying the appointment should have been held on and I say ye nsom kakra ansa na ye man no ma mu kakra ansa na ye na question. I don't see it. So you're competent enough to handle whatever it is that they have given to him at the 64 battalion. Me feel say no kwan so no. I plead say young politicians sit through any activists. So you to me aboa my good police for no masia. Am I fanko asrafo. Seriously speaking. Because look, we have been part of the disgracing that particular institution. Police administration, police service. Into yem said ye fanko ye asrafo. So answer it will come back haunting us. Asrafo ye nkrophobia sabe omo dey lay back. You don't see them in the public. Say be so. We are able to they are able to contain. We have contained them more or less. And they are not public figures. And the national security, the word national security. So see, they appear to be trumpeting their activities. In the olden days, it wasn't like that. I must see, and they are so visible. Obia to me, even if you were employed in the national security, those days, one of their tenants, they say, you don't go out there telling people, say, oh, yeah, Juma with national security. But see, there, it's Okrokra, your friend is saying, this Motorola things. Even if the person is not a national security person, so portray say a national security person. Some they were very secretive. But see, honorable, Omu exhibit that kind of and it started from Mr. Bevlolate's tenure of office, where he started demolishing things around and going sitting on working sticks and the rest. This is where they started defacing the national security system, and it is infiltrating into the deep core of security in our governance. Caleb de Yokoye. See, I know can law abeto when I confused. Say, who case ni by any friend say
Anas
dear. I might decide we are besho. But I feel say pictures I be fear security institutions and I say security installations that be out. It has a very
cars no going security installation.
But the place where the cars are parked, a security zone.
The ministry of even I don't even want to go there. The Ministry of what do you call
National
it?
Security.
National Security. It's a public place.
Okay, if it is a public, you need permission, perhaps. But the other
honorable, public place with a special because of Omejuma. Because why wouldn't him say even in Parliament? Who discussing national security budgets? Because journalists, you get rid of us.
That ice has been broken.
Journalists, we don't.
Must it be so?
Listen,
we don't.
At the end of the day, it is part of the. It is part of
everything publicly.
You see, let me tell you something. Because of our history, the military itself has taken it upon itself to demystify, that. A monstrous outlook.
No, but
not
the core. It is not the core.
Hold it. Only open days near there.
I know there is allowed.
Because you see, let me tell you, because of our history, they needed to do that. And then, it is best practice.
Catch yourself still. Doesn't make sense. For all public institutions, sort of.
But you see, let's zero on to what the guy even went to do.
No, let's look.
In America, say for certain things, even look in the military or even our security. Do you know the number of things that happen?
Because they can't tell us.
They can't tell you. Because sometimes when it happens and you bring it to the public with you ridicule yourself. You ridicule yourself. You don't know. Daily, a lot happens daily in this country. And then
there's a difference between.
And then you react the way I reacted. Egono. And America said, who can? I am surprised upon it. Say who can say, the gentleman. I mean, because he has already been appointed.
Yes, you see.
And it, you know, even if he displays, even if the level of incompetence our display, no, he should go ahead and be appointed.
Honorable. You are the same.
Are you saying he's the only person who's qualified to head the 64 battalion?
You rightly said, "San kombe to me atwentwen so kakra."
I didn't say that. I am saying
so what I am saying, what they should have sacked him. Is that what you are saying?
No. I am not saying sack. I said he is not because he has demonstrated that he's incompetent.
In that particular scenario.
Yes, because
honorable investigation in your conclusive. You said to me that so incompetent.
How do you say that?
Until the report comes. You should give a person fair hearing.
Exactly. Of course, yes. So if you go ahead and appoint the person, and make him a commander of a unit.
And now Suka said the appointment may have been pending.
Yes. Have you found out as to whether they have been
what are the reasons? Deal.
A query within the system. And the analogy you made, your friend is saying they have mystified that particular system. Yes. No, there's a difference between the fear of the citizenry towards the military and the police. So the identity
it is because of such activities.
And given national
exactly. So they did that just to let people.
My brother, you have the military leading.
This is not about security.
Somebody comes. Listen to me. Somebody comes to your premises to take a picture. Then you lead a whole, troop is sent with guns.
That is not acceptable.
But what I'm saying, if that is not an indictment of the person's competencies, then what again do you want to use that?
But honorable, one mistake is it enough to
deny him what is
yes,
let me deny what is
no, please. You see, the reason, miscarriage of justice, right, can end somebody's life easily.
Yes, but this is not a ascertained miscarriage of justice.
No,
the matter is still
no. Okay, then you go ahead. You are investigating somebody. Then you go ahead and make him,
the investigation was concluded.
What are you talking about?
The investigation was concluded.
You have an issue with the person. Was concluded?
Yes. He was sacked from the national security.
He was not sacked from the national security.
Or he was moved, I should say so.
No. I had to say interdiction. Train kakra.
It was not. Nothing on the surface.
It's totally different from the military.
General has a mother unit.
Yes.
He stands for the Ghana Armed
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Seconded to the national security.
Very well.
Which is here in charge of operations.
Yes.
There has been an issue.
That's right.
Issue nearby, you come, you say Waka.
Yes, right.
And if you are going, you are going to your mother unit.
And then we made
the mother unit.
Mother unit.
Exactly.
Before the hold on, hold on. Make us say the father say Asema Bay and Waka is your view does not mean that he's not a competent person.
Oh.
He has a history. He has a history.
Yes.
Before you cannot use way because my only worry is say because na seminar bano and can get you so kakra. But does that mean say because of the abenti position yendina.
Yeah, but honorable so asemo can say ade na why no so affecting a sense of judgment and integrity.
And they have looked into that.
Who the report now? Have you read any report?
I have also read any report.
No. So what we are saying that the thing is hanging as we speak. No report, no detailed report have been given to the people of Ghana.
But maybe you have not cited the report. The report cannot be made public. There may be an internal report.
It cannot be made public.
They cannot bring it to us.
Then what I can say, there is no justification for his removal from
the national security.
Yes.
It was a decision by the minister. But the minister didn't give us the report.
The security of the operation of the national security, it's not different. From the other security services. It's not different.
No, they are different.
Oh, please.
It is national not. Securities,
the point is that when we duty, they are supposed to protect us. What they have done, the woman, the woman.
Does it affect our protection?
Yes. Look, somebody could have just collapsed. You see, during the days of the PNDC or whatever, there were people who just cited soldiers, who just entered their premises and they just collapsed and died.
Yes, there was an issue at stake.
Yes.
And there was that fear and panic within the system. So that's one you can ask.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
What is the difference?
Obacha said the context is different, the time and the atmosphere.
What are you talking about? Look, listen.
The terms of reference of the national security is different from the military command.
Let's stop pretending. The next person we catch it on to say, look, did you listen to the young lady?
Joby, yeah.
Yeah, did you listen to her? How did you feel when you were listening? When you listened to her? How did you feel?
That is
such
very
a person.
She was in fear.
Yes,
Any person with any underlying condition would have,
it is unprofessional, and I agree with you on the fact just 2 people could have been sent to the premises of CTF, right? But if you take that out and we narrow it to Colonel Ajimai, his competences and whatever it is, let us not sit outside.
The man is in charge of the operation that went on. He is the one in charge of the operations.
Okay.
Yes, we agree.
So,
and that is the more reason why he was moved from the national security.
Oh,
now you cannot continue.
And then you go and put him at another place. This time he had the leverage.
That particular level is not. That particular level is not for the investigation of the public. Did
they go to investigate?
No.
Or they went to effect arrest?
Is to train or to be a leader of those people we have been assigned to.
My brother,
64,
no.
The 64 infantry battalion is not the same as national security.
What I am saying is that the whole kind of say that's the impression you have. He is going to be in charge of training and whatever. No.
Oh, man.
Okay. Mama min kind messages we na fe yan fa yan come on no yan try say dey ebe end because etefa no no say Ghanaians let's wake up please my fellow citizens there cause we Ghana ni nyina galam say niam na ade nyina say nyina anya ba ko na solve this problem where we are not going anywhere today or china so e ka ho no so the message we dey ascend no na ai Abrantia ba ko no so say good evening good morning enkoma wo ne team ni nya good job and I'm here and I'm enjoying the discussion omo ede Sunday ewo studio honum ka champion for say ye twen ne ahwe oman a Ghana ebetimi akọ na nye politics ne a eto de bi omo ya yeti abonte kra ye hyeda enya eye eho emre bia Abrantia ba ko say ka cha panel fo nyina asem mo nyina achi anope they are doing well enkomo no so aye the ewo discussion no ne dia fa Facebook YouTube no dia ba mi ko Facebook na ya fe yan fa your last comment so ento ehonum na wetumi de ode so aba Branche any message ono asende aba Francis Kwadwo sign or sister if you really like adwuma mo ya no Adekye Nsroma nyakopon sham papa etore bia ensem ni bi on ma meti na madwen yam say I'm too young to speak but ebema also ye Ghana ni enti odi 18 years nko ade you only 18 years cry you can speak and Kelvin and champion sister if you let's help our president to fight galamsey pa ye nyina ye ka ho and ade na ba bedru say to de bia ye busuafo ye bi na so so yakan ano atum osenchia enkoma honorable Frank Anodom pre Kevin and champion eno no na Mario Osei no say honorable tell bi say wo ya ma papa ni flow kra on person be ma asani flow mani flow na waka wasem ma ono so nka na asem na obi ehu said ensem no eko Alexander Boedi no say UTV what is your panel talking about? Should the military use penguins ana limousine ene enkochi nkrofo ana omo de etuoko city of mamotomo nte ase enti den ene enfa nkochi nkrofo no Nana Kwame Opasco and say there is no need for dialogue with anyone. Ade no nipa na say asase a uko straight na akwa akwachi no. Na mo de ba na mo betina studio na mo be say na dialogue na nipa nkasa mo be say your forest sa they will never change their mind. Ono so de afa YouTube and ode comment we say de abantu so odo de ba de akamakama because messages in the me hu ha and na metimi akama ono say de ba mo nkasa obi de akwa akoka eche. Yem fa your final comment on this matter. Honorable Misha say through so
so far so good. Like I said, Yabema Omampeni, any Nason for Lands Forestry Minister, any Obi Biara, or the Nuhu Aje Galamsey fighting, including Mu and some truffle, Moyer, I him for Biava no Ajabi, not fighting a ye, Lady Aje, Yaquaye, any Yensu, Bibiana, Bako, and Edia Maya. Final one, Upa, even paid 3 of the new crusading guide. I was a Ghana vice for a UN Security Council post, and one penning and a championing sa agenda at the UN level. One had the endorsement of ECOWAS, including the AU, because slot biaba every West Africa. I also had one slot to go and add to United Nations Security Council. Now, the history about the phenomenal role played by Ghanaian peacekeepers. It was no reason. Out of the whole UN soldiers eco peacekeeping, Ghana is number 10 on the league table, which shows our commitment to world security, international security, peacekeeping. So I think that he's making a good case for Ghana, and I believe he's a Security Council anymore. The Ebeso Ghana, Emuna Yakoka for him. Earlier on, Wabomodia, Amayako J, Skebi Ayebe Development Bank or call Europe recently.
Or Quajiska.
What might say, I'm a Euro.
Nanya, and your president or can Ghana beyond aid. No, what's Quajiska?
170 million.
170 million. It is Ghana beyond aid. No, and then Ghana for Bosia.
Me and I'm kind of my with
Because you need to get oh, Rosie and Wakwatake. So, stress a revenue target at here, which is even likely to say
for caps, capital expenditure. Debt servicing, any compensation, the GS and getting.
It's then a president who you can Ghana beyond aid. No. And I would title you got a funny face. I can say that over you, over you. Because president, you know the numbers. When you see guy Bob Siani, I did call him Ghana economy. I want to share the news, sir. And if you see any of about you, I can't beyond that. Then you must have a backup plan. You into the backup plan. It's him. And no call a brooch or interview. I said CNN. I know Mubusano, the entire COVID no so far it is no so. I first paniani idea, second rollout ekoso. And I delay kakra because no say na dey delay no so donors na omo dey vaccine brain and also na no one else Ghana beyond it. Who depending on donors na donors are brought vaccines. I just say. Easy sao. Amemo. Easy sakra.
The next president Kufia Palumechiano and all the executive.
Oh no, also obedi president aben.
Obedi pa.
Na Mahama kro hu anu Ekufa do bre.
What dey out here be hu.
Ekufa do struggle or no.
The omumi enu ye.
But
na soni da be na ko ta palu.
Oh, they are no better.
I don't have an no.
No, CPP.
CPP.
That's the general secretary for CPP.
Na the CPP is a maton ana.
Omo say no kra.
As I say, Nana ya janto ana.
No, only hobby to the
new administration.
Oh, Nana is good.
I've never met her, but
I
only want to believe say ombetumi.
Say obenya support on dia no ne asem. CPP mo ya mu good nkroma ni mase.
Hard drink.
Nkroma CPP.
Hard drink power.
Because come you formidable nke ya dismiss NDC ni MP na nke dia.
Entina LPG
e boa mo.
Entina
e boy just seat bebre ma mo. Two seats. Jomro na lembele.
Ye be wie na.
No cross on my son.
This is what a good CPP.
Ye be wie na ye time nti ye ntumi and discuss your topics. Let me say street light no asem.
Yeah.
Ho hia kese pa. Say you tria all these things on our various your friend is saying bills are ever. Nanso street light you dey ehye me one crop no say solar light I install kwan position and enso. To say area Morgana. What is the problem to your solar system now you install to light the our roads in the night no enso no.
Oh yeah, sure say solar system. No, le gone. They are not toshi. Wo 18. And open na solar.
But into the year wo
enye solar electricity. And you can you know ya ma ishibu kwa.
And na omo ye in charge of all these posts my light and ajono no. E buto okra they don't care. Police depot him here. I think last week I had to stop. Na Paul kese ebu atokwan no me koma because cars faso. And as one year careful we do hope be fofo so I would hear back of boka bi. Nti I had to go and park the other way around. Na me see na me twen ade emudu. Na me twen ade ato media ne so. Nti se bibi say ya yema ye ho ye ha na ye fix sa no man. Aban ye srow street lights there e ho hia. Nti omo hwe na omo solve that problem na.
Honorable.
You be that say the last time no Mr. Sena, Minister of Finance, can be about reclassification of the
mining.
Yes, mining leases. In fact, that was one thing that drove me to, because I wanted me supported that idea, no. Because maybe I do know, we need to revisit the laws, no. Now reclassification, now small scale mining, no. It should be devoid of mechanization completely. Now say they were medium scale cry. I know so no, but a bit attractive, setting
punitive.
Yes, and fees and monitoring near day because one and also be boa. And finally, no, on the issue of the national security, operative now, the operation director now Makwakoyeno, commander of the 64. I will plead with the president. Say, Ebeya, only in feel. And I will insist, say, the only time I'll be testing a good leader is when there's a problem. The competence now is when there is a problem, because you are supposed to be solving problems. Now say Abba, that's a judgment when to me exercising no rightly such a person cannot, given what the 64 battalion stands for, such a person cannot and should not be made the commander of that. I am not saying he should be removed from the military. No, you can assign commander they out. Okay. He shouldn't be there.
Yo. I'm sorry for emphasize that I say my penny for now. Joseph Kobina no say if you are CID a Ghana Police Service on my casa crano. Can you not bia and so into no say mon kan ho asem abante ba ko say Accra Kumasi Road. Can you be baby cry e bi ni okra e no so mon kan ho asem mama na we say good morning if my name is Nanama F from Takrade. We are now using pure water to bath and no aso ne de no aduane ensuo na asem de mommo ho a ko sem penifo ne be man kofo ne jai galamsey because a big problem. Kojo Asempa Furniture Works and or say this is another way I better Yankopon se pa Kojo Asempa say mu ye adwuma ma nkofo sutie na mpanifo echiche nipa bonfo na mo ye boni ni nyina na na afia magi no say I just love adwuma na mo ye na na afia yeso ye da se Sharon ma te no say please where is original TK any attribute yakon original TK any attribute yakon nyina say mo ye ayi anyuma kitikiti bi ombesa abasisi a ntie nche bi abesa hu omo atike de cases kese ne ba wato torobo no ye research kokota we need cases ni nyina ntie enche kra be hu no e wo TV so nana card and no see the situation in Ghana pa de ahumti o enso hwe baby ayakwa koduro na teacher kujo e wo tubodom adanta say no say Ghanaians yemmoa omampani na fight na o fight eti agalamse no ntumi enu ni nyina mu no mo no homode because ya moa no a wono kra ya na bem ebebusan se Ghana fo kro ya na yeko yenso ene edo ebeba na yikwaku mass GS no se vim monka ECG sika omode ka omode temporary workers na afi electoral commission force workers ni bi so omode omoka eno so monka no muntua emaya because abato no ye dia ene wo se mutumi eka abrantia ba akoso ka se sprinter drivers no omo drive no ne kane ho kane ani ho omo drive carelessly e kon so ye bad next time ye mebo ho na afi ye fa ento edwabusafo mame na mase na ye fa sida PSC ma ye mpanifo ye ne wo mo agya wo mo adwuma nyina ho me ye frɛ bia mo Ghana fo a moto aba no mo ho donti because they say politicians omunim samo na moto aba ma wo mu na munti ena wo mkotena de bia rodo a wo mo atienim ti ye frɛ wo ma no wo maba wo mo so ba be cheche simu e de akere mu yewra honorable Daniel Niko Titles Global kanema hwebedwani e wotema is abato mpeso asotema for de hweba akopɛ enu no a wo san di ade wotema man hia enti wo ye de hye kronkronkro won kran anytime asase so yewra yaw asani tano eso national organizer Emma LPG amanyuku no yewra palu party no wono so ebeken ho pani kase ye da ase bebre honorable Ebenezer Tella bi emrahye bedwani lower manya krobo abato person so huge constituency a ope enkruma meko any nto so o de fa ho na he se any mango mango plantations akese no e ho na e ho no ukọ ho no ma ye de mango kra be bro oh ya krama na no me ka
I love the division of labor more executive because we free where there's another competent person and also tremor there's
I mean you also be critical issues
so fantastic
makache no da no me hu na makache so
me da me friend no also no
yi first school for no mo ye no ma be no wage no go school no go school enti also asha busia for da mu nyina wase yankopon ya adom chena ye be ba be hia na ya to adwumadi no samo e frame film lady efia pokua ye da mu nyina ase yankopon na emua production team ni nyina madama na e devia e betena ha no makeup Fati Dede ene Joyce Tema ene obia ye da mu nyina ase Dr. Father Diski yankopon hia so o mai adwuma ai
body ni nyina ho e be
okay akamoke o se die
the whole body says
Japanese